Yo-ho, good morning, action takers. Aaron Schlein here, and it is Saturday. It's May the 12th, and welcome to the 18th hour in this 24 hours of action. 24 hours of action is an experiment to see just how far forward we can all push our goals by committing to one action-packed hour every day. For 24 consecutive days, and we are on day number 18, for 24 consecutive days, I am dedicating exactly 1 hour to my goal of creating consistent, valuable content across a variety of platforms. So for 18 days now, I have created a podcast episode, a blog post, and a YouTube video every single day, and all within the 1 hour between 4:45 a.m. and 5:45 a.m. Pacific time. First off, if you listened to yesterday's episode, hour number 17, I got to offer you a little tiny apology. The audio quality was not very good on yesterday's episode. The input volume on my mic somehow got turned up too loud, and it's just a little distorted, a little bit crappy. I hope you were able to bear with it. I'm definitely aware of it. I was aware of it when I published it, but I didn't have time nor the desire to go back and change it because, like I said, this all happens within this hour and would have been breaking my own rules if I were to go back and do it over. So I just put it out as is. As usual, my friend, perfection is not the goal. So, and I definitely did not achieve perfection yesterday. So I hope you were able to bear with the poor audio. Very grateful, very, very grateful for the response to 24 hours of action. A lot of folks out there have been really enjoying the podcast and the various things that go with it. And if you're enjoying the podcast, if you're enjoying this experience, this 24 hours of action, please go ahead and jump on that email list at 24 hours of action. Just yesterday, I built a special page for members only or for subscribers to the email list. And I put out several videos of behind the scenes looks at what goes on in my morning and how I create this content and how I manage my time over the course of that hour in every morning of this 24 hours of action. So if you're not on that list, go ahead and join up. There's a special page waiting for you. Lots of behind the scenes stuff. And I'm going to be adding to that every day for these remaining 6 days. We only have 6 more days left of this thing. And then we'll hit hour 24 and we'll call it a wrap. And not quite sure where I'm going to go from there. I've had thoughts of perhaps just calling this season 1 of the 24 hours of action, and then seeing, coming up with some new and fun ideas for a second season of the 24 hours of action. I think this content creation every day was fun. I don't see myself necessarily doing this again, but I'm definitely up for doing something different for 24 days in a row and documenting it through a podcast. So what do you got, my friend? What are some fun ideas? What's something that you would like to see done every day for 24 days that you'd like to follow along on the way you have on this 24 hours of action? So my friend, today I want to talk about an interview that I did a couple of weeks ago for my other podcast, Dramatic Travels. I interviewed a gentleman named Reiner Jens, and Reiner is the president and the founder of the Family Travel Association. The Family Travel Association's mission is to inspire families to travel and to travel more, while advocating for travel as an essential part of every child's education. And if you know anything about me, if you follow the Dramatic podcast, even a little bit, you know that my mission and the mission of the FTA are very well aligned. They're almost word for word. There's a lot of similarities between my mission and the mission of the FTA. So I'm very happy to be associated with the FTA. I was very honored to interview Reiner for the podcast. And since I've interviewed Reiner, I've become a media member of the FTA. With Reiner's help. He and I had a really great conversation, made a nice connection, and we were able to kind of move the relationship forward in that I'm going to be doing some work as a member of the media for the Family Travel Association. Something Reiner said almost at the very end, though, of our hour-long conversation stuck with me. And this is a quote from our interview from Reiner Jens. It said, quote, "There are hundreds of specialists in family travel that probably know a lot more than I do. I just happen to be the one waving the banner for family travel. And he's absolutely right, number one. And number two, there's a lot to be learned. There's a lot of lessons in what Reiner said there in just those couple of short sentences. And the lesson is this: you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be the leading expert of all experts to be a leading authority in your industry or your niche. Because Reiner is not the leading expert on family travel. And he goes into some detail on this about who the experts are, talking about industry experts, travel agents, other various types of specialists. These are the true experts of all experts in family travel. Yet Reiner is a leading, if not the leading, authority in family travel. And the difference is subtle, but the difference is crucial. Because let's see, the metaphorical banner that Reiner is speaking of, that banner that he's waving for family travel, this banner is big and it's colorful and it's inspiring. And the experts, the true experts in family travel, as well as family travelers themselves, people like myself, are drawn into Reiner's world because of his passion for family travel. And I say we because now I am included in that group, that as a member of the Family Travel Association, I am enthusiastically united under Reiner's banner. So the takeaway is this: if your goal is to become a leading authority in an industry or a niche, or really in any sort of a topic, or whatever your area of expertise happens to be, or whatever your area of interest happens to be, just remember that authority and expertise don't always go hand in hand. You've got to wave a banner. You've got to wave it with genuine passion and sincere enthusiasm and limitless curiosity. That's a huge key for me, is that curiosity piece. Because if you maintain this endless curiosity for whatever it is you're looking to unite people around your authority on, that curiosity is going to carry you forward. It's going to push you through the hard times, and it's going to unite that tribe of people who share that passion for whatever it is you do. And once you have that tribe united under your banner, then you have to just let your actions show that nobody cares more about them than you do. Nobody cares more about your tribe than you do. The way Reiner Jens, nobody cares more about family travel and uniting the family travel universe. Nobody cares more than Reiner Jens. And that's what I want you to chew on for the day. Think about what you're truly passionate about and possibly refocus your efforts. If your efforts are on towards becoming an expert, but really you're better suited to be an authority, I want you to just notice and understand that really clear difference between authority and expertise. All right, my friends. We're just going to wrap this up today, Saturday, May the 12th. I hope you have a really great weekend. I'm going to be back at you tomorrow morning for hour number 19 of the 24 Hours of Action, and we are getting down there, my friends. We've just got a few days left, and next Friday is going to be hour 24. We're going to be all done. So, all right, guy, have a great one, and we'll talk tomorrow. Bye.